and welcome to the Peoria Center for the Arts. My name is Tony Visick, and on behalf of the Peoria Center Arts Theater Works and my company, ComedySchools.com, we want to welcome you here to this Labor Day weekend special edition of our show, Right Wing, Left Wing. Give yourselves a hand just for coming out. I've been putting on shows in the greater Phoenix area now for about 15 years, and this is our first time at this theater, the first time they actually let us out of the East Valley. We didn't know you were here. But, we made it over, we heard about this fabulous theater, so we're bringing our show. If you don't know about this show, this is a comedic political town hall debate. What does that mean? It'll look like a real town hall debate. It'll sound like a real town hall debate. It's not a town hall debate. The first time we did it, people showed up with signs and angry and protested, and we go, it's a comedy show. And they go, well, they said, well, all politics are comedy right now. I go, well, this one's funny on purpose. So it's going to be, what do we talk? We said we call this the show where everything is discussed and nothing is solved. We had a hard time finding any relevant topics right now. There's so little in the news. Thank you very much. That was a little extra laugh. We didn't have that. This man is the designated laugher, by the way. You're not sure if a joke's funny or not? Listen, if he's laughing like that, unpucker yourself and have a good time. So my name is Tony Visick. I'll be moderating this evening's debate. Here is the format. There will be, there was originally going to be 4 on each side, but then some people went to jail. So there will be 3 comics on the right, 3 comics on the left. I have a series of topics here in my hand, and we will go over these topics, some of the major issues that are in the news today, and we will also, at certain periods of time, we will entertain questions from the audience. So at some point I go, we'd like to hear a question from the audience, and what we do, if you'll simply raise your hand, we'll call on you, and we'll try to answer it the best we can. When I bring up a topic, they will pop up one at a time, they will have their ideas, they might argue with one another. One time they leg wrestled right in the front, that might be fun. One time as the show went on, one of the people on the left realized that he now was over 40 and he went over on the right. So, and one of the people on the right had gone bankrupt and ran over to the left. So, anyway, are you ready to meet your panelists for the evening? Fantastic. All right, I'm going to start out with the left, ladies and gentlemen. On the left comes a man coming to us who not only is coming to us tonight, but originally came to us from south of the border. He is a U.S. citizen and proud, but he is on the left tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome, please, for Guillermo Robles. Okay, there you go. All right. Welcome, I said welcome. Welcome to our country. All right, so on the stage right now is a man who we believe is the reason that marijuana was legalized in this state. A warm welcome, please, ladies and gentlemen, Josh Graves on the left. Josh Graves. A very funny comic who I've had the pleasure of working for 15 years. He was a big hit at the Comedy Store for quite some time. Has come back to the Valley, his son, to raise a family, but a staunch defender in his beliefs. How about a warm welcome, John Jesper, ladies and gentlemen. And now on the right, ladies and gentlemen. First woman who's worked with us on some of our other programs before, but this is her first time on Right Wing, Left Wing, and we are proud to have her here because not only is she a staunch defender in her beliefs and her opinions, she's also married to a man of the cloth. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mrs. Reverend Raymond Lockhart. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a man who makes Donald Trump look like a socialist because of his beliefs in capitalism. Let's hear it for the uber capitalist Paul Green. Paul Green. Paul Green.
I'm not taken yet.
Man in the front rows, he said, I'm not done taking. He said, we're done giving. So, and finally on the right, ladies and gentlemen, a man who sometimes the right wing asks him to stay home, but he demands to be out here, the general public. This is a man who is a proud believer in great American traditional values of the old time ways, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it, please, for Taylor Hicker. Ladies and gentlemen, these are our panelists for the evening. I have here in my... How come none of you guys dress like that? You, sir, you're smiling awful big right now. I gotta be honest. Yeah, we would love to spend a lot of time talking to you, sir, but we're gonna be a little busy tonight, so. Okay.
Happy birthday, Tony.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. I just turned 60 years old, so I don't remember even why the hell I'm here. So, you know,
Yeah, I do.
I don't think you do, actually. The AA meeting is in the next room, sir. All right, let's go with the topics, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start our first topic, something that is on the news and we can't avoid it. No one can avoid it, but we're going to talk about a man who's possibly running for president of the United States. We're going to talk about Donald Trump. Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Paul, you have an opinion on Donald Trump?
Absolutely I do.
All right, if you'd like to share it with us.
Donald Trump would be the best president America has ever had, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, right, exactly. Thank you, man. Yeah, right is right. He understands the importance of the dollar, ladies and gentlemen. The dollar is the most important thing in America, am I right?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. Donald Trump.
Because someone's doing the raping. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Someone from the left? Someone from the left? An opinion on Donald Trump?
First of all, let me thank you all for coming tonight. I really do appreciate your support. So please give yourself a round of applause. This guy doesn't even like himself. He wouldn't applaud for himself. Wow. You know what? I understand. I understand. Let me tell you, no tricks tonight. At least, I don't think Taylor is working. So, there will be no tricks. And Mr. Paul Green is already taking it. So, let me tell you, I'm a little bit nervous for a couple of reasons. You guys are so pretty. You're so beautiful. And he's intimidated, to be honest with you, and especially because I'm really nervous because I'm fighting the urge to cross the border to El Mirage. I will admit to that. But the topic, let's discuss the topic at hand. Mr. Paul Green, so elegantly wearing tonight one of Donald Trump's suits available at Macy's, and his tie also available at Macy's and Nordstrom's, proudly made by little children in China. So, please. And that's what Donald Trump is all about. You know, it's a big mirage. It's a big cloud of smoke, so that when we see such a distracting clown on one side, all of a sudden, boom, Jeb on the other side. Not a jab, but Jeb on the other side. Get it? Jeb, Bush. All right, maybe just me. Anyway, thank you for coming out, and we'll.
All right, there's Guillermo Ramos, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello there. How y'all doing? Do any of you know what that man just said? I couldn't understand a word. I couldn't. But back to the subject at hand, Mr. Donald Trump. All I have to say is I live by a big old motto in my life. The bigger the hair, the closer to Jesus. So that Trump fella's got my vote. Big hair, thank you.
real big into politics, and I've been following a lot. Donald Trump, you know, like I don't agree with him, you know, but I feel like his popularity, people are tired of like politicians, you know, they're like, man, we need like a guy who looks like an angry Bernstein bear in the office, you know, like a very, you know, like a vibrant. He's a colorful man. He's a peacock, you know. He's out there kissing other wealthy people, not babies, you know. I'm not like. I'm a capitalist, but it's just not like that, you know. I'm trying to like, you know, get back to the middle class, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm trying to make it to there my damn self. But at the same time, I don't know what does Donald Trump really stand for? What are his views on the Middle East, all right?
He doesn't know who's running the Middle East.
He doesn't know a lot about the Middle East, you know what I'm saying? Do I know a lot about the Middle East? No, but I don't need to know, so the pressure's not on, but the pressure's on him.
You think the Middle East is like Tempe?
The Middle East, a lot of boobs in the Middle East. We need to get over there and get them some jalapeno poppers or something. You know what I'm saying? We need to get over there and diversify. And you know, like, I would not vote for Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Is my vote for sale? Yeah, it is a little bit. You know what I'm saying? $20 for the highest bidder. You know who wants it? I'm here to give it to you. But at the same time, in spirit, I'm not there, but I'm here.
Yeah, I've never heard it so well put, I gotta be honest. So clear and succinct. Taylor, have we an opinion on Mr. Trump?
I do. But first I want to welcome all y'all here to the White Bread Confederate Neo-Nazi Church of God. And I don't get out here to Peoria often, but you all here on the west side, you get a bad rap. I think the west side's a beautiful place. By far my favorite part of Mexico. But on to Donald Trump. I see him possibly winning our electoral in 1996. Could happen. Not the guy I want. I personally am for George W. for a third time electoral. It's been prophesied in the good book. George W. Bush is the second coming. Jesus Christ reincarnate. But Donald Trump is for the little guy. A lot of you might not know that. And by that I mean he's for the rich white guys with little wieners. Give me a yeehaw if you're with me.
John, you want to follow that?
I don't want to follow what... You guys just saw what his backside looked like. I don't want to follow that anywhere. And I want to apologize to the folks sitting on the right side of the stage. You get your money back after the show. Whoa, and you, sir, you get a lint brush. Because I think he's shedding. It's still kind of hot over here in Peoria. Oh my gosh. It's a 3D show. You gotta like that. So, yeah, Donald Trump is beating out every other Republican candidate, like career politicians, by 25%. But, you know, like in his defense, you have people like, you know, former Texas Governor Rick Perry, who came out in the news saying that a clock is right once a day. Actually said that. Can't make that up. That's awesome. Same home as George W. Bush, who said, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you're never going to fool me again. So Texas is in the lead for education, as you can see. Because they play ASU, yeah, Texas A&M. That game's tonight, tomorrow? It was today? Did they win?
They're still playing.
Okay, who's winning? Somebody's got to have a smartphone.
They came here, so they don't, you know.
Who cares? You guys are all huge football fans. Anyway, no. But, you know, the other guy that's in second place is Ben Carson, a neurosurgeon who I think would definitely help Taylor in all his woes. So maybe that would kind of make the right side a little bit smarter. If I only had a brain, President Carson, please. But the man, the myth, Donald Trump, got his sheets removed, his line of sheets removed from Macy's. Anybody sad about that?
Yes.
No, yes. I mean, it was a nice quality, 300 thread count, same as his hair. But they'll be on sale at Goodwill along with Taylor's outfit after the show, so enjoy.
Thank you. I didn't have it on the topic sheet, and first off, you gotta realize what a great job all these guys are doing. First off, it's difficult to get comments. It's hard to get anyone to actually come out and speak about this stuff. Maybe speak about it at home or among your friends, but to get people to come out and actually make public stands about this sort of thing, especially entertainers, it's very difficult sometimes to get comics brave enough to do this. And then I make it doubly hard on them because I won't tell them the topics until about 20 minutes before the show because I want that sort of immediate fun thing that might not go well. So they're very brave to do it. So this wasn't on the topic sheet, but I'm going to ask it, for instance, Mrs. Reverend, if that is your real name, if you didn't vote for Donald Trump, who would you vote for and why?
You know, that's so easy. I would vote for my husband.
Your husband's, well, maybe he is running. There's like 35 guys.
Oh, no, he doesn't run. He's pretty fat.
Okay. I'd run for president of the United States.
Oh, I'd vote for him.
But is he running for president?
No, I said he doesn't run. He's got a bad knee and he's fat.
I actually put you on this show, didn't I?
I do believe so, yes.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. If you can vote, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, all right, good. Unlike Josh, you can't for various reasons. So,
Right, I have a clean record.
You're probably not going to vote for Donald. You're not going to vote in a Republican primary, but when it comes to the time for choose a president, who is it that you would like to see as president?
Well, let me tell you, first and foremost, let me tell you that I am an American citizen and proudly by choice. I was, by the grace of God, born and raised in Guatemala. Early on in my life, I moved to the United States, and when I came here, I wanted to integrate myself into society completely and immediately. So I gained 100 pounds. Was born American. Yes.
And who would you vote for?
I was proud enough to vote in 2008 for the first time, and unfortunately my candidate didn't win. But that's a different story. I did make the mistake of selling my vote to somebody else. I got a really nice Nissan Sentra though. But I think that my vote would go for is Caitlyn Jenner running? Just a question.
She's coming in third right now in the Republican polls.
Probably Hillary Clinton, because I want to see Bubba back in the White House. Yeah.
All right, good. Paul, you're a strong Trump supporter.
Absolutely, absolutely. You want to know who I would vote for?
Yes,
It's a tough question.
if it wasn't Trump.
It's hard to vote against money, Tony.
Yes.
I would have to go with Mitt Romney.
He's not running.
I don't care. Does a man have to run for president to vote for him, Tony?
No, I voted for my dad once in a drunken rage.
Exactly. And I say as Americans, we should have the right to vote for whoever we want for president, whether or not that person is running for president or not. That's freedom, right, guys? Right, sir? That's not a response, you just laughed at me. I can arrange that very easily. Mitt Romney.
Mitt Romney.
Capitalism.
Capitalism, all right.
God bless America. And you, sir. You laughed, liar.
Josh? Graves?
I'm thinking about possibly voting for like Willie Nelson or a chocolate lab, maybe. What I'm saying is like Willie would run and a chocolate lab would be his running mate. Like, who's gonna vote against the chocolate lab? You know, like I'm just saying, like I wouldn't. It's a cute thing to have in elected office. But at the same time, like I've been mulling this over. You know, like I don't know what mulling means, but I've been doing some stuff about this, and I like Huckabee, because he plays guitar. We need to, like, you know, to get these terrorists, we need to like introduce them to good bands, I feel like. Maybe like Huckabee could like play some like bluegrass for him, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't think they have grass in the Middle East. I don't think they would know what bluegrass is, you know what I'm saying? But like, maybe I would vote, I forgot, who's the, Morgan Freeman? Is he the one I know? Like, it's a split decision. Like, I want to vote for like one's torso and one's legs. Is that a possibility? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, but like, man, what was the question again?
You're good. Cameron? Who would you vote for?
First, I want to revitalize some of the comments by the queers over here on the left. John Jasmer feller saying that you folks should get your money back because I'm shedding on you and what have you. Truth be told, this is a special night for you. It's like New Year's Eve in the summer, but it's twice as good because tonight you get 2 balls dropping in your face. I'm charging each of you $10 each after this show. And you already know what my vote is. I said it, George W. Bush, third time elector, world domination. We made Canada assassinate their leader, Bryan Adams. Right, that Justin Bieber character all the way through Mexico. Total North American domination. And then we take the world. Give me yeehaw if you're with me.
John, I hate to do this to you. Who would you vote for, John?
Oh, I think there's only one man that could truly run this country and bring it back to something that we all appreciate. And it's another celebrity. It's Mr. Christopher Walken. I think that he is a great American actor and just scary, intimidating. That would be the best speech ever in front of the White House. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ISIS. Fuck them. What I want to say is, Mexicans, bring them. The hard-working people. Who's going to build the wall? Who we need to keep out? Munchkins. They're sneaky, tiny, and I've never, ever seen a yellow brick road. Once I saw a purple pathway, and I followed a goat down it, and he led me to a patch of delicious strawberries or peyote. I love you, Marilyn.
This is the presidential speech?
Exactly. A vote for me is a vote for Kirk Cameron. But sir, you already won. Exactly.
All right. We're coming up shortly on questions from the audience, so you might want to think about it, and I will call on you. I don't know if this one will be as fun. I hope it is, because we covered Donald Trump. We need to cover the other side of the aisle, too. Hillary Clinton is running for president of the United States again. She attempted to run in 2008 and lost the primaries to President Barack Obama, and is now attempting to run again. And even before we even get to the primaries, she's ran into a rather large issue, whether you think it's real or imagined. It has to do with her email server, that she used one email server for both her personal business and her government business. And a lot of people on the right wing have now attacked this and say that this is as big as Watergate, and that she was she was giving out secrets to the enemy because they were able to hack her server. And I think there were a lot of emails. I think she got a lot of the same emails I got, because like Russian women find me irresistible. And they're sending me emails on a daily basis. The dearest, beautiful friend, I have seen your profile on some website I've never been on. So she was maybe she was hacked, that's what they're saying. So the question is this Hillary Clinton email scandal a fake scandal created by the right wing to discredit her? Or is it not that, or is it a legitimate thing that this was a danger to national security, that she had a homebrew server in the basement of her home, and that's where she got all of her government and private emails sent through? So that's the question. And Paul, we'll start with you. Should Mrs. Clinton be, should she be arrested? Should she be convicted? Should she run for president? What are your thoughts?
Ladies and gentlemen,
I don't like that.
as a capitalist, I have to be completely honest in everything I do. No capitalist ever has ever done anything scandalous in America, right? Exactly. I think that our politicians should be held to the same standards as capitalists. We run a clean ship. We take care of everything. We have the SEC. We have regulations. We have to show our numbers, how much money we're making, where we're spending. We get regulated. Why should our government not have to do the same thing, right?
There was a commentary from the front row. A man coughed and it sounded like he made a reference to bull excrement. It may have just been a cough. It may have been... But there was the entire banking scandal in 2008 where you guys almost brought down the entire nation.
Oh, us guys.
Yes, well, that's what I read, that it was you
Us
guys.
guys.
Some of your risky loans.
Rich capitalists. It's all our fault. We artificially raised loan prices and then paid off appraisers so that we would put money in our bank account, and then we grouped together houses and then sold them on Wall Street in packets when we knew there was bad loan debt in there, and we didn't, like, that was us? What?
Hey.
At least I didn't delete my emails.
Yeah.
You can read every one of them.
Yes, and there's some federal agents in the back. I'm going to talk to you about that later on. Guillermo, Hillary's email. Is it a fake scandal or is it legitimate?
Look, so she made a small mistake. She was sending dick pics on Instagram or something like that, right? Wasn't her? No? All right. You know what? It's like this whole cyber world thing that we're talking about is I don't know. It's like they can find out anything anyway. It's not like we are protected. It's not like anything is secret anymore. You know, we are bought and sold at the turn of a dime. So, you know, for example, I get some emails from Russian brides and, you know, for penile enlargement, and I'm like, how do they know? My point is, there's no privacy anymore. There's no personal information, and yeah, every once in a while I send an email from work that, you know, like probably I wasn't supposed to send to my house, but you know, who's to blame? She's, you know, she's Bill Clinton's wife, for God's sakes. Cut her some slack. The woman is like watching out for, you know, other women. Right? You know.
Is this leading somewhere?
I got contact high from Josh. That's my excuse. Sorry.
It's a legitimate excuse. Ma'am? Hillary's emails. Is this a fake scandal or is it legitimate?
Well, you know, when it comes to Miss Hillary Clinton, I don't quite even understand why she's running for president. Like, how's she going to get dinner on the table by 5:30? That's a lot of work. Like, I know when the good reverend comes home, if that dinner isn't there, I know I'm getting smacked. He ain't scared one bit. He ain't scared one bit. He's like, honey, if that dinner ain't there, my 3 fingers of scotch, you know what's happening. So I don't know why she even wants to be president, but when it comes to them emails, I don't know why she doesn't do what my husband does. He just puts a password on his computer. And I tried and I cannot get into it. That seems simple enough to me.
emails, fake scandal or real?
I feel bad for Hillary, you know? When you send out an email, where is it going? You know, I don't know. It could be going to, it could be going to Broadway or Rural for all I know. You know what I'm saying? I don't track this stuff. Can we put a GPS on email stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, Gmail came out with an undo button recently where you can, undo emails. I wish they had, a life undo button for me. You know what I'm saying? I would come back and redo a couple things. You know what I'm saying? But, I feel like, she just caught a bad rap. She wasn't trying to give out secrets. She just might have family recipes she don't want y'all to know about. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a cake or something that was passed down. The Clintons, they don't be doing nothing really. They just be doing just regular stuff. Just pardoning.
Are you from Arkansas?
I am from Arkansas. They just pardon convicts every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? They don't they just like to relax and just run and try to get all the power for themselves, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta watch back, I trust Hillary, but I got a twitch in her eye and I just feel maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I can download her personality and then send her that out as an email, you know what I'm saying? All of her characteristics, she's like a bicentennial woman or something like that. I don't know,
Bionic.
What? I don't read Reader's Digest, all right? I'm not with the electronics right now, all right? But look, I'm just saying, let's forgive her and just turn a cheek, because, she's a cyborg, all right? She's a robot.
Taylor, I'm sure you have an opinion on Mrs. Clinton and her email situation.
Well, I want to tell all you, I've sent Hillary Clinton over 1,000 emails and yet no response. All dick pics. That's not what you're thinking. These are different angles of Dick Cheney. His penis. The only legitimate job I ever had was my love affair with Dick Cheney. Met him at a truck stop one day. I tell you, I ended that relationship when he asked me to go hunting.
I don't know how to end it up where you got to follow that every time. But I'm kind of enjoying it. John, Hillary's emails, fake scandal or real legitimate problem?
It's a fake scandal, No, the only thing she has to worry about is her Ashley Madison account getting hacked. Oh no, wait, that's her husband. Yeah, and the Duggar kid. Yeah, 19 girls and touching.
19 and canceled.
It's awesome. If she really wanted to keep all those emails a secret, she just should have kept her MySpace account. Nobody fucking uses that thing anymore. She was Hill the Thrill.
Hill the Thrill?
Hill the Thrill. We had quite the posting things going back and forth. She and I did. We'd share hair secrets.
Posting how?
Wouldn't you like to know? You could find out when we release the emails.
So you don't think it's a big deal?
I don't think it's a big deal, Everybody's, accidentally sent an email to the wrong person. Look at the Subway guy.
All right. The next topic that we have, and as you can see, it gets kind of wide-ranging here. And after this, I'll entertain a couple questions from the audience. The next one is one that's always big and near and dear in the state of Arizona, and to our panelists as well. And it's immigration. Immigration is not only is there what some people consider an immigration issue, and some people don't think it's an issue. Some people say that they're illegal aliens. Some say undocumented workers. Some people say, before you came here, we lived in teepees. Get the hell out, you son of a bitch. But and now we've got the presidential candidates on the Republican side. Donald Trump said he's going to build a wall and make Mexico pay for it, which is how he runs most of his businesses anyway, it often appears. And then I think Scott Walker came out and wants to build a wall on the Canadian border. So they put a wall us there because we're going to tomb ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. So immigration is a hot topic. Some people, Donald Trump says he's going to round everybody up and send them back, and then let the good ones back in. That was his statement. He's going to send them back. Some people are saying they should be deported. Some people say that that they should be allowed to stay. So we're going to talk about immigration for a moment. We're going to start, let's start out on the left this time. We're going to start on the right. And Guillermo, let's start with you because you are, unlike most of us, and I don't know the entire audience, but it may be different, but I'm safe in assuming the majority of us were fortunate enough to be born here and that we didn't have to do anything to earn our birthright because it was our birthright. But Guillermo actually came to this country under extraordinary circumstances and became a citizen. For that, we should give him applause. And I'm sure you have some thoughts on immigration.
I don't know what you talk about, white man. White men, go home. Do you guys know where the expression gringo came from? No? Neither do I. I'm just looking for some education while I do a show. The fact of the matter is that we are a nation of immigrants. I mean, what is the biggest symbol that we have besides our flag to represent our country? That's the Lady of Liberty, the Statue of Liberty. Around the world, people recognize the Statue of Liberty as a symbol of the United States of America. You know, we welcome people that are tired, that are, that are weary, that are in need. And
Are you doing a Simon and Garfunkel song?
Yes, and we also welcome some rapists, like my mother. You know, that's what people don't get to see. And I'm gonna get serious for a second, because when something like that is said, and it's thrown a blanket across everybody, you're hurting people. You're talking about human beings. You're talking about children. You're talking about mothers, and you're talking about daughters, and you're talking about fathers and sons. And I, for one, take exception to the comment, because I actually work in an industry in which I take pride in helping people and make no exclusions. You know, no color, there's no political barriers, there is no economic barriers. If you need help, you come to me and I do the best I can. And I think that is probably the most American that I can be. That's who we are. I'm sorry if this wasn't funny enough, but I can make fart noises if you need it.
Taylor, your thoughts on immigration?
Kill everyone. Give me yeehaw if you're with me. Nobody wants to kill him? You, sir? I mean the skinhead.
Josh, how do you feel about undocumented workers, illegal immigration, etc., building walls?
This subject is very, very near and dear to my appetite. I had a buddy, he got robbed at like a supermercado in like West, South Phoenix, and he called me up right after it happened, and the first words out of my mouth were, "Oh my God. They have the best huevos rancheros there!" Because I feel like the more dangerous the neighborhood, the more delicious the Mexican food is. That's all I'm saying. I'm speaking the truth tonight. That's all I'm saying. Like, you walk in, I'm greeted by things like, "Hola, ¿cómo estás, pinche gringo? La comida es muy delicioso y tenemos muchos especialidades." Now look, I knew exactly what he was saying, all right? I'm not fluent, but I've shopped at Food City a time or two, so I know what's going on, I know what's going on. I don't pretend to not know what you don't know, Like, all I'm saying, I don't want to stand up here and act like every single decent Mexican restaurant is in a rundown neighborhood or that, like, no one there speaks English. All I'm saying is if you walk in and there's no ceiling fan, and there's a drug deal going down outside, the green chili's probably delicious. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Ladies and gentlemen, were we not all immigrants at one point in time in our ancestry, right? Were we all born, were all of our grandparents, were they born in the state, or at one point in time did somebody have to travel here from somebody else, from somewhere else? Yes. Is that right?
Yes.
Right. Yes.
Should not everybody have the opportunity to work hard and earn money?
Yes.
No.
Man, please, why do you not think everybody should have an opportunity to work hard and earn a living?
Have to be here legally. Word legal.
Legal. Thank you, ma'am. Pay taxes. Thank you, ma'am. Everybody here should have that opportunity to do that, but if we do not have the proper restrictions in place, then anybody can do it. And that's how I really felt until Guillermo's touching speech a little bit ago. And now when I look over and I see Guillermo, I have a change of heart, and I was like, no, we should definitely send them all back.
John? You're a long-time West Sider.
I am. Yeah. No, I grew up not too far away from here on the west side. Yes, and I love it. I've grown up around these guys, so I know that that's what this country is founded on, is immigration. You know, you look around this room tonight, you see people that are descendants from every other land, right? You look to the left or right of you, you see people that have different hair color, and eye color, and skin color, and teeth color. It's awesome. You know, that's what thrives and drives this country, is immigration. You know, if we didn't have immigration, folks, who in the hell would buy your daughter's car when she graduates high school? Exactly. Who in the hell else wants to buy a 96 Hyundai Accent with 300,000 miles and like Save the Rainforest stickers on it, and little pro-choice stickers on it, and a Justin Bieber sticker on it, and a license plate that reads Diva? Because I sure the hell know that my neighbors did not put that stuff on their car themselves. At no time did one of my neighbors come out and go, John, come outside quick, I've got something to show you. Check this out. No means no, huh? That is what I am saying, that is what I believe. Here's another one, here's another sticker. Keep the US out of my uterus. Because I have Bieber fever. It's not true, no. These are the guys I love sitting with and watching a little football or football on a Sunday. You know, I love professional sports. But one thing I don't understand is why companies like Nike and Gatorade spend millions of dollars sponsoring the athletes that participate. You know, because they don't need it. If Nike and Gatorade really wanted to use the money wisely, sir, have them sponsor midnight border crossings. Those are the people that need good shoes and something cold to drink, right? Yes, it's so much better to turn on ESPN at like 2 in the morning and just see some guy hauling ass through the desert. Just singing, either it is Thursday for that deep down body. Headlights stop! Grandma can't duck, she's got a bad hip. Make her look like a cactus. Be still, abuelita.
Well, now, this past year, the good Reverend and I have been remodeling our sunroom. And building walls is hard work. I mean, I haven't done any of it, but those fellas that have been working on it, they've been working hard. It's hard to talk to them. I still don't know what that big fella over there's been saying. We talk just like him. Did he say he was from a watermelon? And did I hear right? Is his mom raping people? Because if she needs a job, I have a garden that is way overgrown with weeds. So. I mean, I love all people, but I am from the great state of Texas. And since we were our own country at one point, I like to think that I am a stranger to this world.
Okay. You know what we'd like to do now is, if anybody has a question from the audience you'd like to put to the panel, just raise your hand. Raise your hand so I can actually call on you. Don't shout up. Does anybody here have a question? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right there.
Is it true that Sarah Palin's going to put lipstick on Mike Hucklebee's pigs?
Okay. So I guess your question has to do with Mrs. Palin?
Or bestiality?
Our bestiality. Sir, we have an extra chair up here. You should come up here. You're pretty darn good. I gotta give it to you right there. You're pretty darn good. Yeah, exactly. So did you want to make that statement, or do you have a? That was a very funny thing you said.
I heard it on the internet, so I figured they must know if it's true or not.
Yes. Well, they do shows with me, so they can't afford the internet. Yes. Did you have something you wanted to say?
I just have a question. It's not really an answer to your question. Did Miss Reverend remind you of that? Don't take me the wrong way.
No, she's from Texas and Houston East.
Oh, I see. Well, Texas. Excuse me 1 second. No, I don't believe he's going to be putting lipstick on Sarah Palin's pigs. However, I do believe that he's going to be sending dick pics to Sarah Palin's pigs. Just a rumor.
Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead.
Did that big fella call me fat? Is that... I'm so confused. That seemed like that's what he was doing. But I'll tell you what, Sarah Palin is a classy lady. She dresses very nice, and there is no way on God's green earth she's going to waste her lipstick on some pigs.
Anybody else want to jump in on that? Or Josh?
I never put lipstick on a pig before, but I have been on plentyoffish.com before, and I would like to see it. You know, I feel like it should be on HBO though. You know, let's get it. Let's get it. I don't, you know, that kind of. Y'all feel like y'all think I'm weird now, but still, I don't care. All right. I don't know if she's gonna really do it. I just, you know, Sarah Palin. You know, she reminds me of like a nice lady. You know what I'm saying? I don't know her personally, but if she can drive a snowmobile, you know what I'm saying? She's like a pro wrestler. I don't know. I just thoughts come to my mind, and I don't know what I would put. I would put lipstick on you, and you could put the lipstick on the pig. I don't know. I'm saying we can make a lipstick line and just be. We can just. It can be like a wave, and like everyone just instead of the wave, just put the lipstick on the person next to you. We can start it right now. I don't know. It might get weird in here. What?
Why they gotta put lipstick on the city?
Man, the AA meeting is next door, sir. You already said it. All right, this got weird, but yeah, I think she's gonna do it. That's my answer. Thanks, guys.
I just want to say it's disgusting, sir, you bringing up making love to pigs. Now, a horse or a sheep, okay, I'm with you. I got a buddy that's like you. Told me he's never had sex with a pig, and he's a liar. 'Cause he's got 2 kids, and I've seen his wife.
Taylor's still just mad about that train that got ran on him because his belly button looks like a vagina. And Mike Huckabee's wife and daughters are very lovely. They do not look like pigs, sir. And it was on the internet, so yes, of course it's true.
I just want to tell this queer over here, I got a place for you inside my belly button pussy after the show.
Free Wi-Fi, because as you know, I can't afford it from Tony.
See what you started? I'll take one more question from the audience. If anybody has a question, legitimate or illegitimate, I don't really... Sir, you've been opining quite a bit this evening and sat there and there you go. All right, good. We were so hoping that would happen to you on a permanent basis. But anybody else have a question that you feel like asking the panel?
She has a question.
Okay, all right, ma'am.
If Hillary makes it to the White House, do you think that she'll have some of those Secret Service guys creeping around after dark, like her husband did with Monica Lewinsky?
So, okay. You got it? Do you want to explain it then?
Yeah, if Hillary makes it to the White House, that's the show.
You know, if you're gonna heckle, I actually need a noun and a verb. I believe your question, ma'am, I'm gonna try to frame it up so you can answer. It was a legitimate question. Your question is, if Hillary Clinton becomes president of the United States, will she then engage in the same sort of amorous sexual activities with people other than her husband, as her husband's had amorous sexual activities with other women and cigars? Is that correct? All right, so that's the question. You think that Hillary is just running so she can cheat on Bill? Josh, yeah.
First off, gross. You know, I don't know, like, I don't think she's just running to cheat. Like, if that happened, you know, like, maybe her and Sarah Palin. I don't know, I'm just throwing ideas out. I don't want to I know, I'm just being progressive. I'm on the left, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, like, it's legal now, so, you know. I feel like secret lives of Secret Servicemen, yeah. Secret Servicemen like to party. They're in the news a lot for nefarious acts, is what I think he said earlier. I don't know what nefarious, barbarious, I don't know, but look. It's more than just meets the eye with Hillary, okay? You know? She's a robot. I don't want it, I'm not for it. But at the same time, let me get a couple of Coors Lights in me. I don't know what I'm saying right now. If that's what, you know. But at the same time, like, nah, you know. Thanks, guys.
Taylor?
I'll answer Hillary Clinton question. First off, Hillary Clinton is a man without a penis who's asexual. Having sex for her is like fingering a Reader's Digest.
I don't know what that means. Guillermo, do you think that Hillary's running just so she can cheat on Bill?
My brain's still not working from the Reader's Digest. I mean, just out of curiosity, do you dip it in water and then microwave it for like 40 seconds before you do that? Because then I can see something. Never mind. How dare you? How dare you speak ill of the first woman president of this country? I don't want to hear it from you. Have we lost all respect? Have we lost our mind in this country that we don't respect what history is bringing about? First, we disrespect the President of the United States, not for any other reason. Let's just drop it right now. This is a facade. This is hypocritical. We all know why people make fun and disrespect Barack Hussein Obama. We all know it. It's the unspoken truth, just because he's not good at basketball. And now we are holding the beautiful, innocent, feminine, soft, ever so intelligent Hillary, responsible for the despicable actions of the greatest president that we have ever had. I mean, I want to say more, but you know what? I just don't have the words. So I'm going to break into song. This goes to Hillary. I'm so in love with you. Whatever you want to do, it's alright with me. 'Cause you make me feel so. I'm sorry, I was.
Cross his legs because he's getting up.
Why did you cross your legs, man? Were you thinking of Reader's Digest? Just like I was closed my eyes and I was thinking of an article I really liked. Shame on you, young lady. Shame on you.
Now, thank you for that question. It's a very important question. Okay. As a capitalist, I am concerned about where the money is coming and going. Right? You all work here, you pay taxes?
Yes.
Right? I own companies, I pay tons and tons of taxes. Millions of dollars. And the notion that my tax dollars are going to Hillary Clinton's Secret Service so she can flirt around and sleep around is disgusting to me. She should have to get male prostitutes from the private sector like every other American.
Let me just start by saying, ma'am, I thought you would be the second to last person to ask a question like that this evening. You're very unassuming, but I love you. There's a bar right down the street. Do you want to go hang out afterwards? Hillary Clinton is going to be there with some Secret Service. But we don't have to keep it a secret any longer. It's going to be awesome. Yes, of course, that's what the White House is about. Just like, big orgies, ever since the days of like George Washington. Yeah, like wooden teeth, just like everywhere.
I'm gonna ask you to do that again.
Over here, who was it?
This part is you.
You're coming with us. Oh, we're gonna get this love train a-rocking. We are going to build up a wall for immigrants just so we can knock it down with our love. That's what I'm saying, lady. You are great, and you are great, and thank you for asking that question. Because yes, have you seen like her little pantsuits? She is just waiting to like erupt with just, sensuality and lust. And a strap on.
I just have to say, if it's called the Secret Service, how'd we ever find out? But I will say, I finally started to understand that big fella. I'm pretty sure he taught us how to make piñatas.
All right, let's move on. Let's talk about Sheriff Joe. Okay? Always a bit of a lightning rod. He's a guy who is oftentimes seems to be in trouble or getting people in trouble. He puts people. Just let me say that if I did to you what Sheriff Joe does to other people, you would call me a weirdo and have me arrested because he goes up to grown men and makes them wear pink underwear, get in a tent, and eat his green bologna. So, a lot of people think he's crazy. I don't really have to deal with Sheriff Joe because I live in Pinal County and we don't have a weird sheriff. Anyway. So I guess the question is, he's been in office quite some time. Some people love him, some people hate him. I've met him personally. I know John, you and I have We roasted him one time. We're on where we roasted a bunch of local politicians. We met the guy. When you meet him and he's not arresting you, he's hard to dislike one-on-one. But at the same time, on the other hand, Sheriff Joe, is it time for him to go? Let's start over here on the left. We'll start, John, with you. Should Sheriff Joe go?
Yes. Like that guy, when did he start running for office? Like against Wyatt Earp? Holy shit, he's been in office so long. Like he's going to run for sheriff until he dies, and then he'll run for God. But he's right, like Tony and I met him a few years back, and you think he's like 8 feet tall when you see him on the news, but really he's like this tall. He is, he's like Yosemite Sam from all the Looney Tunes commercials. He's like, I'm gonna get that wrestling Mexican varmint, come here with your pink panties. No, but he's scary because he like comes up to you and he says things that you know mean other things. He like after the show when I roasted him, he's just like, you live around here? How am I supposed to take that? Oh, soy un inmigrante. I go back to Canada now. I'm so sorry, Mr. Joe. Please don't hit me. When we said canvass the whole city for criminals, that's not what we meant. Tent City. That flew over your guys' head. No, but he's like, he does weird things like that. You know, Tent City, he has chain gangs still in like the prison stripes, picking up trash on the side of the freeway. That's awesome come wintertime when all the snowbirds come back. It's like, welcome to Phoenix. What the fuck are you looking at? That's what's written on the back of the pinstripes. No, but yeah, he definitely needs to go. We need a new sheriff in town, finally, and I don't even know who it's gonna be. This guy. You know why? Because he's wearing a shirt with pink lettering that says, I'm in.
Taylor, you have thoughts on Sheriff Joe, whether he should retire or move on? Or?
Well, you might think a fella like me doesn't like the Sheriff Joe, but I'm a big fan. He's a very giving, caring man. He found out about my hard times and gave me a 3-month camping trip. Pink underwear, green bologna, all the green bologna I could eat. I support Sheriff Joe and his goal to shut down the borders, keep these people out. We got to shut our borders down. I suggest landmines. But they're expensive, so we use cat poop. Give me a yee-haw if you're with me. Yeah. Got your back on my side.
Sheriff Joe.
Hey, I'm not a fan of Sheriff Joe, you guys. Not a big fan of him. Actually, I had to go to Tent City for like 6 days. You know, I was supposed to do originally 1 day, but then I showed up. I had my paperwork to go to jail. Apparently, you can't even go to jail with just your license. You gotta have paperwork. Like, I'm here to be in jail. Just let me be in jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you gotta like hassle me to take my freedom away? How you gonna hassle someone for that? You know what I'm saying? But look, I missed my jail day. Had to go back to the court. Supposed to do 1 day in Tempe City Jail, 5 days house arrest. They was like, you know what? We got a special deal going. We just gonna give you 6 days in Tent City. And I was like, damn it. That is not fair at all. And then I went to Tent City. It was kind of like church camp with like bad dads, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Like I learned a lot. You know, like I learned like how to trade laundry for burritos. You know what I'm saying? You got to trade certain stuff. Like if I do your laundry, can I get some commissary? And then like, you know, I learned how to rap and whatnot. You know. I joined the gang. I started reading Harry Potter. The same thing. He started reading Harry Potter in Tent City. That's like joining a gang. That's actually, you know, but at the same time, you know, like, I don't like Sheriff Joe because he looks like the bad guy in Scooby-Doo when they rip off his face. It looks like Sheriff Joe, you know what I'm saying? Like, he looks like an old cartoon from like the 70s, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like, Does he have like is his badge real? You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't. The one good thing about Tin City is I didn't have to wear the pink. I was in my street clothing and but I saw some guys who were wearing pink and I was like, sucks for you guys. But at the same time, like if I had to wear the pink, you know, I was a fan of the Pink Panther growing up, so maybe I would have liked it. You know what I'm saying? The food was bad. But even the donuts were bad. How you mess up donuts? You know what I'm saying? Like what? Like prison food is not good, but at the same time, like I can't cook, so I was like, this is kind of nice. They bringing this to me. You know what I'm saying?
This is a lot fun.
I gotta say, that little retarded fella's adorable. He's so cute. I love Sheriff Joe. He's a good personal friend of myself and the Reverend. I can't tell you how many times that he has personally driven my wonderful husband home after his prayer meetings twice a week with them girls on Van Buren. He is just salt of the earth, folks, salt of the earth. He's been saving dogs. Do you know that he saves dogs? He did one girl, you know about his dog saving? He saves dogs. Them big old mean dogs. Oh, and then pit bulls as well.
Anybody,
Sorry, I was sitting right there and just I heard the word sheriff and I started sweating. I got so hot, I started hearing things. I thought she said dows. What's a dow? Are you trying to be funny right now, dude? Put the phone away, dude. This is not a joke. Come on, that's not funny.
he's a lonely man. Let's just let him know.
That's so sad. You know, do you need, I'm hot. I need a drink. Do you want a drink? Can somebody go get this man a bottle of shut the hell up? Please? No, I'm sorry, man. I'm just really, I got really nervous. Let me tell you something. And let me address first all the nasty comments that side has been making about my accent. Well, the reason why I have an accent is because I speak a second language. All right? So that's a good thing, right? Thank you. Thank you very much. And, you know, if you don't know how to pronounce my name, it's lack of respect. You should at the very least take the time to pronounce a person's name correctly. You know, they've been calling me all kinds of names, Wermo, Willimiro, Geronimo, whatever. You know, my actual name is Guillermo de Jesus Julián Robles Chapetón. And I wear it like a badge of honor. You know, I don't need no stinking badges. But let me tell you something. When I first came here, I started introducing myself simply as Guillermo. And then people started calling me things like Wermo, right? Willimiro, all those names. So I decided to go by my middle name, which is Jesus. Jesus. Now everybody calls me Jose. So I got tired of it. And I decided I'm just gonna stick with Jose. So legally I changed my name to Jose Arpaio. Works really nice for me when I'm driving drunk. Oliver, I'm George Pyle. Sorry, Sheriff Joe, I thought you'd be uglier, older, and shorter. Let me escort you home. Because let's face it, most police officers are dumb or from Texas. I'm just kidding. I love police. My girlfriend is a police officer. She serves in the Tempe PD force. So give her a round of applause, please. So, as far as Sheriff Joe goes, you know, the other one, as I like to call him, I say, let him be, you know, let him play his games, you know. He's senile, he doesn't know what he's doing, and, you know, it just shows us what kind of people we're around, because when you find somebody supports Sheriff Joe, you know they need help.
Of course, ladies and gentlemen, this is all going to come down to the money. Sheriff Joe, it's time for him to go. Should he stay, right? And I was thinking, well, how is this going to affect me financially? Okay? And then it occurred to me, ladies and gentlemen, I own a boxer company. We make white boxers. I own a t-shirt company. We make red t-shirts. And I own a chain of laundromats. I think I can be Sheriff Joe's next supplier of pink underwear. I say, keep him in!
All right.
Put those three together.
We did. It all added up somehow. We're coming to the end of the evening. We had a bunch more questions. I hope you enjoyed the evening. I've saved, thank you. We've saved a couple big ones for the end. Interesting thing I saw in the news the other day. I've lived now in Arizona for several years. I actually love living here very much. I moved here by choice, and not because I'm 60 and looking for Sun City and got lost. But
Whoa.
what's the whoa? The things you've heard tonight, and that offends you? The things that my Sun City. Oh, don't make fun of Sun City. I'll take my teeth out and come here. I get to make fun of Sun City because I live in the town of Maricopa. So, which is, you have to drive over an Indian reservation to get to Maricopa. I bought a house there in 2005 as an investment, which shows you just how smart I am with money.
I disagree. I made a ton of money on that purchase, Tony.
Yeah, and I'm still mad at you about that. Anyway, we got a couple other things we want to talk about here. We got so many things we could talk about, so many things here in Arizona, and we were so glad you guys came out here for our first show. Kind of an interesting night, Labor Day weekend, so many people out of town, but we said, let's do it, let's try it. You guys came out, gave us a lot of support. We'll be back here early in October with another one of our political comedic town hall debates, only this one's men versus women. So it's going to be dealing with a lot of gender issues. Yes, that'll be coming up in October, so check their website for that, or check my website, comedyschools.com. But an interesting thing, I now live in Arizona. I've lived in a lot of other states in my life, but I grew up in Missouri. That's where I grew up in Missouri, and I actually went to junior college, that's what they called it back then, in a town called Hillsboro, Missouri. And no one ever heard of Hillsboro, Missouri until recently, and now it's all over national news, where you've got an issue where at Hillsboro High School, where all my nieces graduated from, there's a transgender male, a 17-year-old boy, who identifies as a female. Now keep in mind, identifies as a female, okay? Like I might identify as a genius, but I'm not. You might identify as warm and lovable and someone people are interested in talking to, but you're not. So, you have an individual that's male that's identifying as a female who then is insisting on using the female locker room and bathroom. And it's erupted into quite a protest. They offered this person a gender-neutral bathroom, a unisex bathroom, if you will. All right, but this individual, this young, I'll say woman out of respect to her, but some say young man, doesn't want to do that and wants to use the female restroom, and a lot of women are uncomfortable for it. So my question to the panel, and we can also encompass gay rights, which were recently made legal throughout the land. For many years, gay rights were legal in some states and not in others. In other words, you could be legally married and be gay in California, but if you came to Arizona, it wasn't legal. And as a straight heterosexual man, I say, why can't I have that? That would settle a lot of arguments with my wife. Do you want a divorce? No, I'm just going to move for a couple of months. If they'd have kept it that way where it was still illegal in Arizona, Blythe would have been a boom town. Why are we moving to Blythe? I'll explain to you later. Anyway, we got a transgender young man who wants to be able to use the female bathroom. We have gay rights issues. So let's talk about that. Should Taylor? Should this young man be able to use the women's bathroom?
I'll tell you, I always use the women's restroom. How many times in the men's restroom, in the women's restroom, they got all toilets. Every time I'm in the men's restroom trying to take a shit, I get stuck in that urinal. Go with the toilet.
I don't know that there's a good argument against that one. Would one of you like to try it?
All right, let me just say, first and foremost, I support unisex bathrooms, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't think people should be having sex on unicycles. You know what I'm saying? That's very dangerous. There's two people in the air. You don't want to be like cycling and then, you know, it's not appropriate, all right? Be careful. You swivel the hips and then you dip. I don't know what's going on. What's going on right now? You know, I don't know if any of you have ever used transgender toilet paper, but it is soft as a pillow, you guys. It is very soft. I might just have to identify as like, you know, as a person myself. You know, like I just think we just need to let people fly above the clouds. You know what I'm saying? Don't shoot down a dream. You know, if you want to make less per hour, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. You want to go there, just go there.
Priceless. Mrs. Lockhart? Thoughts on the transgender restroom issue?
Well, I figure unless you were a famous Olympian, you don't need to be using my bathroom. You win some gold medals and then I'll let you pee with me. But until then, if you hadn't even graduated high school, shut your face. I don't even know about them gays. My husband's warned me about them gays. He told me they will try to make you wear pants. They will put all kinds of thoughts in your head. I did. One of them came up to me one day and was like, "Hey, honey, here's a book."
Was it a Reader's Digest? All right. I gotta say this. I'm of two minds on this one. I have a split opinion because part of me is saying, you know, whatever gets you through the night, it's all right. But the other one is saying, you can't always get what you want, you know? So I'm a little bit confused in the subject because, you know, I guess the question is if you need to, you know, what is it that you're gonna do? I mean, if you just need to go in and, you know, just quickly, you know, do number one, it's you know, it's okay. You know, we've all done it, right? We've all done it, you know. Yes. What do you say, pinche loaf?
You're speaking Spanish. Pinche loaf.
That's what I heard too. I'm going like, you know, that's an OG right there, man. But they were like, he's the whitest cholo I've ever seen. Like, I'm scared to be on the west side right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm all about the west side, you know what I'm saying? But no, I was scared for a second there, brother. I was really, really scared. But anyway, let me say this. You know what, when the time comes, you'll know. And you know what I'm talking about. if you have to, well, you know, any stage is a good stage. Thank you.
I think they're just gonna know when they see pee on the toilet seat that was left down. Like, oh, Aaron was in here again. Because they always have the unisex name still. They're like, we'll just change it slightly. Now it's spelled with an E. No, but it doesn't matter. Like, if that's like all she's griping about, shahi, shim, shamu. Let her. You know, have you seen pictures of this girl? She is not attractive. She needs to trim the eyebrows back a little bit. No, she looks like Caitlyn Jenner has looked very attractive on Vanity Fair. There was like a quick second where I was like, who the hell? Oh my gosh, she's got a penis. That's okay, let's read inside. No, but it doesn't matter. Like, does it really? Like, I mean, because everybody in here is probably like peed after a guy or a girl. We've all gone to the bathroom together. You know, like you and I, we're gonna do that after the show, right? That's the Secret Service right there.
Secret sauce.
But it doesn't matter. I mean, now they have family restrooms, you know, and I have to take my little boy in there to go pee, and he just like really, Jackson? Did you have to get it on the ceiling? It doesn't matter. It's a bathroom. Who cares? Like, I think it'll be awesome. Like when she comes out of there and she's like, "High five! That was me! Woo! Nobody go in there for about 45 minutes. I destroyed that shit." Okay, I'm gonna go put my dress back on now. I just had a flashback. I was a dude for a second. But as long as she remembers to put the lotion back in the basket. That's all I'm saying.
All right. We'll go to one final question before we wrap up the evening, ladies and gentlemen, and it's one that's always kind of a big one here in Arizona, and it's a big one in the country all the time, and it has to do, I found it fascinating, interesting. When I was walking into the Peoria Center for the Arts this evening, I saw something that appeared to be a mailbox out there in the parking lot, but it wasn't a mailbox, it was a gun box, where if you're carrying a gun and you're coming in here, that you can lock your gun up there, so that you don't bring it into the building, but then it's right there. You got it locked up your own gun. I've never seen that before in my life, or I would have, locked my gun up. So, I'm one of those interesting people that's all for gun control but packs heat. So, so the question is, in this state, we are very pro-gun. We're very pro-gun. And should there be more stringent gun control? Should we be cutting back on the number of guns we have, or should we just let our freak flag fly when it comes to weapons? And I'll start over here. I'll start with Paul.
Ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to gun control, I got one question. Where's the money? Thank you, the one woman who clapped twice. It's really simple, you see. Second Amendment, right? To bear arms shall not be infringed. Correct? Shall not be infringed. Now, as a capitalist, as a right-wing person, I completely disagree, because I also believe in capitalism, and capitalism is based on the theory of economy, and the theory of economy is that scarcity increases profits. The more gun control, the more money I can get for a Glock. I say more gun control.
Anybody over here? Josh.
I look at gun control the way I look at birth control. Like, sometimes you never know, you might be in a bad situation and you might squeeze off around early. You know what I'm saying? You might not know. You gotta always protect what's going on with guns, and I just feel like, I'm down for more stringent gun control, and I just feel like birth control should also come with a gun too. You know what I'm saying? Let's package it together. together, you know? If you buy a gun, that's free. You get free birth control, even a man. You know, like you might never know when it's a rainy day and you might want not have a child. All I'm saying is like, I feel with more strict gun control, we would have a lot less crime and less babies. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know, if you gotta pop off around, you gotta just bye-bye. And legalize weed. That's my time.
Taylor?
Our need to have all these guns in this country comes back to a bigger problem. You know how many guns we have? How much money we spend on the military every year? You realize why we're in trouble, why we have such national debt? It's because we spend more money than any other country in the world on national defense. If you take all the money we spent last year and all the other countries in this world, we spend 4 times more than them. You take number 2 through 10 on the top 10 spending on national defense in the world, they make up 5% of what we spend every year. We spent over $2 trillion on a bomber plane last year that doesn't even work. Now look, I'm getting way off track here. I used to fall asleep in the bathroom at a 7-Eleven. Until the bathroom attendant caught me and forced me to give him a blowjob. And I found out 7-Eleven doesn't even have a bathroom attendant. Or a bathroom. I was just in the back alley behind 7-Eleven working over some homeless guy.
I think, okay, go ahead, John. You want to follow?
No, you can finish that comment. I'm sure it'll be slightly more intelligent than what just came out of his mouth. No, but what it is it's not gun control, it's people control. Like, you know, like you need, like when we're talking about like we need, you know, more background checks and everything. That's what we need. If you're competent, sure, shoot some shit. That's cool. It's fun. I've done it. I like it. But, you know, we need to have a questionnaire like, hey, do you find a Confederate flag appropriate evening attire? Would you show your balls to a theater in Peoria on a Saturday night? Because you know it's not appropriate to wear white after Labor Day.
First, real quick, I do find the beautiful silk charmise Confederate flag wedding night present I got very appropriate. Drives the Reverend wild. Now, but I don't understand why there's even a debate on gun control, people. It's real simple. 2 hands, trigger, safety. That's it. You hold it right, there's not going to be a problem. Rifle, point down, don't point up. We all learned that from our friend Cheney, right?
All right. I think we're going to end it there, folks. The hour is getting late, and we got a great, still 2-day weekend ahead of us. We want to thank you so very much for coming out and helping us kick this off here in Peoria. Give yourselves a round of applause for coming out. We'll be back in October with Men versus Women, and then in November, Thanksgiving weekend, with one of our most popular shows, The Clean Kings of Comedy. Please go to the TheaterWorks website to find out about that, or go to comedyschools.com, my website, to find out about the shows we got coming up here and elsewhere as well. Can I have a hand, ladies and gentlemen, for Guillermo Robles? Stand up here.